The USS Theodore Roosevelt and USS Nimitz strike groups commenced dual carrier flight operations in the Philippine Sea yesterday in an exercise that appears aimed at demonstrating US muscle to China. While at sea, the strike groups will support air defense drills, sea surveillance, replenishments at sea, defensive air combat training, long-range strikes, coordinated maneuvers, and other exercises. Hello and welcome to SSB Crack Exams. I am Hemant and now we are discussing many such most important defense updates of 22nd of June 2020. Before beginning, as I would like to introduce to you always that SSB Crack Exams is India's largest, most preferred online defense exams preparation portal. It is one-stop solution for you if you are preparing for NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INET, Territorial Army and Indian Air Force, AMN Group X and Group Y. You can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter and Telegram, and you can even directly visit us through our website learn.ssbcrackexams.com. You can download our app from Google Play Store where you can have each and every defense related information, examination related study material and all sorts of important content in your hand. Beginning with the question of the day that I posted on 20th of June 2020, that is on Saturday. And my question was, which squadron is known as the parent squadron of the Sukhoi Su-30 MKI in the Indian Air Force? I repeat, which squadron is known as the parent squadron of the Sukhoi Su-30 MKI in the Indian Air Force? A parent squadron is that squadron which is actually the first squadron that inducted the Sukhoi Su-30 MKI. So the correct answer for this that you have given in the comment sections also. It is the number 24th squadron, also commonly known as the Flying Hawks as its nickname. So it was the number 24th squadron that was the first squadron where Su-30 MKI were inducted into the Indian Air Force. So this squadron was actually raised at Air Force Station Chabua on 16th of February 1962 as an air defense and reconnaissance unit. But later, this number 24 squadron is now being transformed into an air defense squadron of the Indian Air Force and it is currently operating from the Bareilly Air Force Station. The motto of this squadron is Navajitya Nivartanam, which means no return without conquest. Okay, I repeat, it is Navajitya Nivartanam. Okay, and it was number 222 squadron of Indian Air Force, which is the first squadron of Sukhoi equipped with air-launched BrahMos. So if I just ask you about which is the first squadron of Sukhoi Su-30, then it would be number 24 squadron. Or if I am asking which is the parent squadron of the Sukhoi Su-30, then it would be the number 24 squadron. But if I ask you the first Sukhoi squadron equipped with BrahMos cruise missile, then it is actually the number 222 squadron. Okay. So number 222 squadron is not only that first squadron of Sukhoi with BrahMos, it is the first squadron of Indian Air Force which is equipped with BrahMos. Okay, so now we'll start off with the first and foremost important defense updates. The first one is Indian Army is to get 100% made in India Sarvatra Kavach body armor. The material for Sarvatra Kavach, this is a completely Indian made body armor for our Indian Armed Forces and this is the most advanced in the world. It is lighter, water and UV ray resistant and it lasts longer than other comparable products in the world. Okay, the Sarvatra Kavach when compared with similar products developed worldwide is larger and it costs almost 50% lesser and offers far superior protection. So there might be cases where we'll be exporting this body armor to other countries, after which when we get assurance that our armor, we have the sufficient amount of armors on our side. Now going on with the next important defense update is new rules of engagement with China have been done. Free to use weapons is that important orders which are being issued by the rules of engagement by Indian Army. India gives soldiers freedom along the line of actual control. So regarding that, the Galwan Valley skirmish that left 20 Indian soldiers dead gives complete freedom of action to commanders deployed along the contested line of actual control to handle the situations at tactical level. Now what is this actual meaning of the complete freedom of action? It simply means that the commanders do not have to wait regarding any orders from the government or any other officials. The commanders which are operating at their post, they can operate and they can rationalize their own tasks that are given to them and they can simply strike whenever the situation demands. That is why they have been said that they can handle situations at the tactical level. Going on with the next important defense update is India's submarines make very strategic moves to dominate Indian Ocean. Most visible aspect of India's programs are the new nuclear power submarines that are being built, but beneath the surface, there are other strategic steps to help ensure its navy's dominance in the Indian Ocean. Our Navy is also reinforcing its presence in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, close to the strategically vital Strait of Malacca. Remember, Strait of Malacca is that very important strait. It is a very strategically located geographical, geopolitical location. It is that strait which separates the Indian Ocean from the Chinese territory, territorial waters. So, going on with the next important defense update is INS Aravat sails from Malé to Tuticorin, and it is this ship which has been started its journey yesterday, and it is carrying 198 Indian nationals to Tuticorin, and this is the fifth voyage by Indian Navy ships as a part of Operation Samudra Setu program to bring back Indian nationals from the neighboring country due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Going on with the next important defense update is 3 terrorists have been gunned down in encounter in Srinagar. They were killed by security forces in Zadibal area of Jammu and Kashmir, Srinagar, in a gun battle, the second in the just over a month in the city. So in just 1 month, this is the second major gun battle that has happened in that city in Srinagar. They were involved in the killing of 2 personnel of the border security force near Pandaj Chowk on May 20 during Ramzan. Going on with the next important defense update is the US aircraft carriers commence exercise in Philippine Sea, and this could lead to conflict, warns China. This is what I was discussing with you in the introductory session. What are these aircraft carriers, sir? These are the USS Theodore Roosevelt and USS Nimitz. Both of these important aircraft carriers, strike groups, they have commenced dual carrier flight operations in the Philippine Sea yesterday. In which sea? It is in the Philippine Sea, in an exercise that appears aimed at demonstrating US muscle to China. Meanwhile, China wants the US military activity in Asia Pacific, including repeated trespassing into China's territorial waters. It claims that these waters are there in the South China. This could increase the possibility of a conflict between the US and Chinese navies. Going on with the next important defense update is the Turkey's first indigenous helicopter engine to be ready for integration this year, and this engine will power the T-625 Gökbey utility helicopter and Attack ATAK combat chopper. Both of these helicopters will be using this indigenous helicopter of Turkey, and this will be delivered to the Turkish aerospace industries for integration. This integration will be happening this year. The T-129 attack gunship, which is also built by the Turkish aerospace industries under the license from the Italian-British company Augusta Westland, it also uses the CTS 804A engine. To get in more detail about various other important aspects of all of the important concepts that we have covered here, you can go through our blog, and if you even download an app from Google Play Store, wherein which you will get for free the study materials and the PDF formats of all of the important defense updates and the current affairs sessions that we are covering up. Going on with the next important defense update is Rheinmetall. It signs €2 billion contract to supply 4,000 trucks to German army. Now, the Germany's Federal Office for Bundeswehr Equipment Information Technology and in-service support, the BAA-INBW has entered a framework contract with Rheinmetall Manned Military Vehicles RMMV for delivery up to 4,000 trucks featuring swab body systems, many of which will be equipped with armored drivers cabs. Okay. To get in more detail, we can also say that the RMMV's robust all-terrain capable HX 8x8 vehicles can be optionally fitted with a protected cab. What is a protected cab? That means whichever the vehicle's cab is sitting here, the crew will be sitting, that would be protected, okay, with additional support systems and various other important gun technologies. The standard features include a hook loader developed by the HIAB company, which can quickly lift and set down accompanying flat tracks. Now we'll have a very quick review of the topics we have discussed until now by going through most important questions. The first and foremost question is the name of Made in India body armor. The Made in India body armor is named as Sarvatra Kavach. Okay. The next question is, which ship sails from Maldives capital Malé carrying 198 Indian nationals to Tuticorin, a fifth voyage of COVID evacuation from that country? And the answer for this is INS Arawat. Please remember, INS Magar and INS Jalashwa are also those two important ships of the Indian Navy that are being carried out under the Operation Samudra Setu. Now the question particularly asks about the fifth voyage of the COVID evacuation from Malé. So that is absolutely INS Arawat. Going on with the next important question, the USS Theodore Roosevelt and USS Nimitz strike groups commenced dual carrier flight operations in which sea yesterday? And the answer for this is Philippine Sea. Next question is, the Turkey's first indigenous helicopter engine will power which helicopter? It will power both A and B. That means the T-625 Gökbey utility helicopter and attack combat chopper. Next question, which company signs 2 billion euro contract to supply 4,000 trucks to German army? And the answer for this is Rheinmetall. Now we have the question of the day, and the question of the day for today is, which medal was conferred upon the inventor of our army's Sarvatra Kamach armor for his invention? So there was a person, a serving Indian Army official who invented the Indian Army's Sarvatra Kavach armor, and because of his invention he was awarded which particular medal? The answer for this and the introduction of that important person who made a very important invention for our armed forces, I will be giving you in the next session. Until then, stay home, stay safe, eat healthy food, and Jai Hind.